Bombshell announcement from the Federal Reserve.
It is an absolutely historic week, both in terms of the speed of Fed purchases and, of course, the magnitude.
A new CNBC survey showing that market participants expecting trillions more in stimulus from both the central bank and Congress.
You know, we've been struggling with evil for a long, long time. And because of all this money printing, our immune system against evil has gotten weakened. The notion of the pursuit of happiness, which I think is in either the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence in the American founding documents. So this is it goes against anything that anyone might hold America to be representative of, right? And now with America having a lot of problems with the exit from Afghanistan, as it were, so that what Ronald Reagan called this shining city on a hill. It looks like, we're coming under the globalists here are just doing a psyop to try to destroy America psychologically, and and foreign policy mishaps and mistakes look like it's causing tremendous problems, actually in the geopolitical sphere. So that's interesting, I think, because it could mark a turning point.
Yeah. And of course, it's also, they like to push fear, uncertainty, and doubt, the FUD, the global FUD. So toxic positivity, however, to me, it's just projection, right? Because the World Economic Forum, one of their papers from a few years ago that just went kind of viral in the past year was that you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. That's toxic positivity. Hey, you'll own nothing. The global economy will be destroyed. Your money is trash, but you'll be happy. Just smile, right? Like that's Brave New World-esque sort of toxic positivity.
Right. And diametrically opposed to the idea of fear is the idea of faith. And again, faith is, fake it till you make it. I have aspirations. I have dreams. I want to be somebody. I am somebody. I am a man. All these ideas of transcendence are based on faith. So if you're replacing faith with fear, then you're removing that from the human experience, and which is evil. So this is the embodiment of evil. This is if the devil were to manifest and incarnate on here today, it would be that phrase by those people. They are literally spewing satanic verses without. I mean, it's by definition. It's not a theory. I'm not making conspiracy theory here. I'm saying this is historically, looking at the history of literature going back thousands of years. This is how writers and artists have portrayed Satan for hundreds, thousands of years. So that's what we're dealing with, and at a bad time, because the U.S., the immunity of the U.S., the ability to protect ourselves against foreign invaders and foreign influences is at a very low ebb. So that's quite unfortunate timing on that. Yeah, it's just constantly lowering the bar. I mean, if you look at the great accomplishments, Amelia Earhart flying over the Pacific, or scaling Mount Everest, or trying to fly over the Pacific anyway, scaling Mount Everest, a pole vaulter hitting new records in the Olympics, the Wright brothers, there's a dream, there's faith, there's an idea, and there's something hard, like a mountain that needs to be, climbed. In this world of evil that we're being forced to accept because of no media diversity anymore, it's about lowering the bar. It's about like, oh, you couldn't pole vault over this height, so we're going to keep lowering the bar until you can just walk over. Oh, you couldn't climb Mount Everest, so we're going to blow it up. We're just going to blow it up and turn it into rubble, and you're going to walk through the rubble. How's that feel? We're going to make that easy. We're going to pay for the explosives with all the money we're printing. You have no ambition. You have no aspirations. You're just part of the collective. you are an insect and you're an ant in the ant colony. That's it. Have no expectations. You have no agency. You're just part of a gelatinous, homogenized, margarine. It's just deplorables, right? So this is the thing. They want to stamp out all aspiration, all dream, all faith, all right. They want to because they're evil. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's not because they're incompetent or they're stupid or they're bureaucrats or whatever. They're evil. EVIL, evil. Evil exists. And when they say that fear and anger exist,
sadness, yeah,
evil exists. Evil exists. And it's, we've been struggling with evil for a long, long time. And because of all this money printing, our immune system against evil has gotten weakened. And now we're on the threshold of hell. Literally, people, we're on the threshold of hell.
Having any happiness, having any positivity or optimism, well, that's the bad thing. That's toxic. Just like they say toxic Bitcoin maximalists, they're toxic. Just like they're saying now, toxic positivity, toxic optimism, toxic good feelings. Those are toxic. You don't want to feel those.
Yeah.
They're not for you, the deplorable people. Whereas one Satoshi is fuck you money. That's all you need is one Satoshi, and it says, fuck you, World Economic Forum. Fuck your fear, anger, and sadness. Fuck it, because fuck you.
Right. I mean, it's sad. I mean, nobody's home. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Literally, the president is brain dead, and his policies are killing Americans by the thousands right now at this very as we speak. And the institutions are crumbled. There's no media diversity. There's no proper discourse. So we're all alone, folks. Here in the United States, we've been abandoned.
So all the money printing is going to cause even more supply crunch and more chaos around the world as inflation rears its ugly head.
Yeah, exactly right. The supply crunch is happening. So in the first part of the crisis, we had a demand crush, a demand for stuff. People were hoarding, toilet paper and stuff like that. And the shelves were empty. But now we have a supply crush. So the supply chains are breaking down, and not temporarily, but on a more sustained basis for probably several years, at which time the world will be a very different place when we come out of this, and it will be a very, very different place. And the sphere of global influence will have shifted east for sure. And with that comes a lot of different things and realities for folks. It's very, very, very different world at the other end of this current. It's part two of the 2008 financial crisis that we always talked about, that they papered it over. We said within 10 or 12 years it would have another, it would just break again, but a lot bigger. So right on cue. Here we are 10 or 12 years later, and this whole thing is collapsing again.